Have you guys ever actually looked into a lot of the candies in the Harry Potter universe? Because some of them are pretty scary. While rereading The Half-Blood Prince, I came across a scene where Dumbledore reveals that the password to his office is acid pop. And I'm thinking, well, what's an acid pop? And it's also revealed that Ron once had a hole burned clean in his tongue by an acid pop. So I looked this thing up because I know that muggles use weak acids to make things sour. In the wizarding world, apparently they prefer some sort of extreme sport for your tongue because they've decided to use actual powerful acids that will literally melt your tongue off. And that got me wondering, what other bizarre candies are in the wizarding world? So let's go over a few. Let's start with the acid pop. A sucker with an acid on it that is so strong it will literally melt a hole in your tongue. Apparently, magical injuries are not a huge deal, however, as Ron clearly doesn't have any lasting effects of the acid pop, but still, why would you eat this? Bat's blood soup. This is, unfortunately, the best picture I could get of the bat's blood soup cauldron kept near the front of Honeyduke's store, and thankfully, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's actually a type of marshmallow fondue that people could dip their sweets into. Of course, we all know Bertie Bott's every flavored beans, but when they say every flavor, they mean every flavor. Of course, there are several delicious flavors in there, like chocolate, peppermint, and marmalade. There's probably even a wonderful popcorn-flavored one, which is my favorite, Jelly Belly. However, the risk of coming across a grass, dirt, vomit, earwax, paper, even booger-flavored one hardly makes it worth eating these. Ever wanted a nice blood-flavored lollipop? Yeah, me either. Hermione even suspects that they're for vampires, and yet here we see Harry eating one under the invisibility cloak. Possibly. Oh, and how about exploding bonbons, which contain pure cocoa and coconut dynamite? These literally explode while eaten. I guess that makes it a delicious treat for people who both like chocolate and hate their teeth. Fizzing Whizbees actually sound somewhat entertaining as they make a person float a few inches off the ground after eating them. For whatever reason, after Harry learned that they may contain animal parts, he wrote in his copy of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them that he would never eat them again. But I highly doubt that Billywig stings are the worst thing he's ever eaten from Honeydukes, as given their tendency to the extreme, I'm pretty sure something like Fudge Flies contains actual flies covered in fudge. Which brings me to Mice Pops, which I can only hope are not exactly what they sound like. Ice Mice, another entertaining snack, causes the consumer's teeth to chatter and squeak. Though I'm not sure why I would want my teeth to squeak. Treacle Fudge is one that actually sounds delicious until Hagrid describes it because for whatever reason he says it gets rid of slugs in a jiffy. I would say it's the salt, but it could be any number of things as it's made with germander, tentaculosap, valerian, and wormseed. And finally, one whose name speaks for itself, Tongue Burners, Tooth Splintering Strong Mints, which I'd rather just avoid, thank you very much.